coverage of local sports on television.
All right. Your pole sitter in the 18U is Kevin Gundecker tonight with Mike Knoll Jr. on the outside. As they get the green flag that time by down the front straightaway. Knoll pulls out to the lead as the 8 car tonight driven by John Dickerman. All right, it's still all Mike Knoll Jr., Gundecker, and Tom Seitz doing battle for the second spot. All right, he's still, the number 8 car still trying to get the car back underway. As your leader, Mike Knoll Jr. comes by with Tom Seitz starting to close the gap. We said earlier it didn't take long for the 9S car to pick up the pace and start moving his way up front. First 2 weeks played by mechanical difficulty. Mike Knoll Jr. leads them by here in the Bud Late Model feature event. As the yellow flag flies, bringing halt to the action here early on in the Bud Late Model feature event. Tonight, from what I understand, the number 8 car being driven by John Dickerman. John Dickerman running second in the points, so kind of gives him a chance to keep in the thick of things, as he'd had an accident and the car wouldn't run for the feature, being loaned to him by Craig Smith. So, but your early leader, the 2S of Mike Knoll Jr. Now we look back and Mike Knoll, Tom Seitz, Kevin Gundecker, Terry James, Tom Utley, Freeman, the top 5. All right, as they come off at turn number 2. 2 down, 18 to go. Here in the Bud Late Model. As the green flag drops again, it's still Knoll over Seitz. Now Gundecker and James are side by side going into turn number 1. Now Tom Seitz pulls up on the back bumper of Mike Knoll down the back straightaway as James gets around Gundecker. Freeman trying to work his way around Utley. James makes the pass. Freeman doesn't get the pass done, so yeah, now he does coming off a 4, but it's still Mike Knoll over Tom Seitz as Bub Smith joins in the crowd, making it a 3-way battle. Back up front. It's still the number 2 of Mike Knoll Jr. over the 9S of Tom Seitz. Coming to the line again, it's still Mike Knoll Jr. over Tom Seitz. They take the cars both down into turn number 1. A great battle for the lead. Tom slides the car right up behind the 2 car coming off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, it's still Knoll over Seitz. Now Seitz right up on the back bumper. They come off of turn number 4. It's still going to be the 2 of Knoll. Terry James a little ways back, still hangs on to the 3rd spot. Gundecker in 4th. We pick the leaders back up off of turn number 2. As the yellow flag flies once again here in the Bud Late Model for the number 14 of Mark Freeman. Tough break for him. Like a tire went down on the racing machine. He takes her to the back straightaway. We're getting ready and set to go racing just once again here. Coming off of turn number 4, it's still Mike Knoll Jr. over Tom Seitz as the green flag flies. The whole pack of cars, it's Gundecker and James side by side. Now Tom Seitz under the bottom of Mike Knoll in turns 1 and 2. Just side by side battle down for the lead down the back straightaway. They take the cars into turn 3. It's still Knoll on the high side, Seitz on the bottom. As they come off of turn number 4, they're side by side. It's still Knoll over Seitz as they take them both side by side, still into turn number 1. Coming off of turn 2, Knoll pulls out just a little bit over Seitz. Seitz right on the back bumper They take the cars into turn number 3. Knoll on the high side. Seats on the bottom again as they close in. That's great side-by-side racing there as they both come off of turn number 4. It's Bill Knoll. Knoll works smooth, slides the car to the high side with Tom Seats sliding right up behind him. I don't know if he can do a little bit of drafting, if that helps with this or not, but he's staying right on that back bumper as they go into turn number 3. Knoll moves to the high side. Tom Seats moves to the bottom. As they come up at turn number 4, they are side by side. Once again, it's still Knoll out front. Got a good bite coming off the corner and pulled out just by about a car length. James, Utley, and Gundecker rounding out the top 5. Come off at turn number 2. Your leaders, Knoll over Seats as they head into turn number 3. Seats starts to close the door and challenge him again for the front spot. Now they're side by side coming down the front straightaway. It's still Knoll by about a half a car length. Into turn 1, it's still Mike Knoll hanging on by the slimmest of margins over Tom Seats as he pulls alongside coming off at turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, they are side by side. Into turn number 3, Knoll slides the car to the high side. Tom Seats working the bottom side. Who's it going to be coming off at turn number 4? This time by, it's going to be the 9S of Tom Seats taking over the top spot from Mike Knoll. Now Knoll moves to the bottom, challenging there. Oh! Starts to spin it just a little bit down in turn number 2, allowing Tom Seats to jump way out front. Now Terry James moves in on the back of Knoll. Knoll and Tom Seats have built themselves a pretty comfortable lead. As you can see, Tom Seats way out front. He takes that car into turn number 1. Mike Knoll still runs in second with Terry James in third. Utley in fourth and Gundecker in the 5th spot. A lot of smoke coming from the back of that 18U pickup truck. They head off down that back straightaway. Bub Smith following in the number 7 car, trying to get around the number 18 pickup truck. Now Mike Knoll Jr. pulls to the infield. Apparent mechanical problems with the number 2 machine after having a great run running in second. Now it gives the second spot to the number 9 of Terry James. Now it's Utley and Gundecker still battling for the 3rd and the 4th spot. Bub Smith up the 5th, trying to challenge for the 4th. As that your leader just went by, a great run for him. Now Terry James now up to 2nd. Tom Utley hangs on for 3rd with Gundecker in 4th and Bub Smith in the 5th spot. Through turns 1 and 2, your leaders have checked out on everybody. It's Tommy Seats way over Terry James, so we're going to stay right here where the action's at. It's still Tom Utley over Gundecker with Bub Smith in the 5th spot. A great 3-way battle for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. As they come off at turn number 4, it's Utley still hanging on over Gundecker and Smith. A lot of smoke pouring from the back of that 18U. Now's the Wild One car. We pick him up and get a little action here. Terry James in the 2nd spot. Terry James runs in the 2nd spot off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. There goes your leader, Tom Seats. Terry James runs in 2nd. We still got a great battle for the 3rd and the 4th spot. It's like Utley's still over Gundecker and Smith. Now Utley starts to open that gap up just a little bit between him and Kevin Gundecker. About a straightaway back for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. It's Utley over Gundecker. Smith in the 5th spot. Now Smith closes in on the back bumper of Gundecker. They go through turns 1 and 2. John Dickerman running in that number 8 car in the 6th position, so he's having a good run. All right. The 2nd place car of James just about to pass the Wild One car. Now your leader, Tom Seats. He makes it by the flag stand once again, trying to put another lap in the record book. Off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. It's all Tom Seats so far. as he gets by the 94 of Mark Herrera. And the white flag flies. Oh, wait, I think we've got an accident. Bringing out the checkered flag. That'll bring a halt to this one. It's going to be Tom Seitz, Terry James. Tom Utley rounding out the top three here in Bud Late Model action. With the number 8 of Dickerman coming home in that 4th spot. We've had an accident as Tom Seitz brings the car to the quarter mile. We'll be back with you with Tom Seitz in Victory Lane in just a moment.
How many times have you looked up and seen a vintage classic automobile tooling down the highway and thought, wow, now you can do more than just look at someone else enjoying the exhilarating thrill of owning a truly classic vehicle? Dion Rowe, a veteran body shop pro, has opened Rowe Restorations at 308 West Bethalto, Route 140 in Bethalto. Whether you want the best-looking race car or a classic automobile such as this, Dion Rowe can make it happen for you. Meet with Dion and decide what you want, and presto, in a short time, it's yours. Rowe Restorations on Route 140 Bethalto, 377-7046. Mainstream Computers in Wood River asked the question, what can we do for you? Rusty Grable and Mary Runday offer you a free test of your computer's Y2K compliance. There's an internet cafe, a classroom where you can learn Windows 95-98, classes designed to satisfy everyone's individual needs. It's Mainstream Computers in Wood River for custom systems, full-service repair, printer repair services, and Nextel 2-way cellular and paging. Mainstream Computers, keeping you in the mainstream of technology, 82 East Ferguson, downtown Wood River, 254-8618. Duggar Pools in Bethalto since 1962. You know, Duggar Pools products and workmanship are exceptional. They've won 5 national awards. Leo Duggar can see his designs almost all over the country. They offer a full line of spas, hot tubs, and saunas. They have Hawaiian Isle pools. In fact, a complete variety of them, all shapes and sizes from residential to commercial and much more. Visa, Discover, and MasterCard accepted at Duggar Pools, 3232 West Bethalto Drive, Route 140 in Bethalto, 377-8236. Brooker's Chevrolet in Bunker Hill, serving the community since 1929. Tuesdays are senior days. 55 or over, you'll receive 10% off your service or repair bill. Specials not included. Whether your vehicle needs service or repair, call Service Manager Dave Albright for an appointment. 585-3501 or in the River Bend, 377-2076. You'll get good wrench service and GM parts. Of course, Brucker's repairs and services, all makes and models. It's Brucker's Chevrolet in Bunker Hill for expert repair and service, and the price is budget pleasing.
Right, tell you, John DePriest has got the motor running good, and we got the chassis dialed in, and boy, that thing's gonna fly if we ever get it all the way up.
Well, I'll tell you what, you and Mike Dahl Jr. put it on a real good show tonight for these fans. Mike finally dropped back, dropped out of it, and you had it all to yourself.
I'll tell you what, I enjoy racing with guys like Mike, because we raced, I wouldn't have wanted to put my hand between us, and we never touched, so that's what it's all about, and thanks fans for coming, and just keep racing.
Well, it's your first feature win. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yep, race fans, Tom Seitz picking up feature win number 1. Figured we just let you listen to George Depper and Tom Seitz on that one, so. Some of the fine sponsors here on TV 57, Alton Auto Body. Also the sponsor on the 9S car of Tom Seitz, B&B Engines. All right, coming up next, it's going to be Quaker State Modified feature event. Coming up next here on TV 57. All right, we pick it up in action. Uh-oh, we've got an action on turn lap number 1. Looks like Norden. All right, as we zoom in on the car stop here in turn number 2, the number 7 51J car. I don't have a number on the car on the far side. RDA towing and recovery needed for a lot of work on this one as they got the 51J car hoisted into the air trying to get these other cars out from underneath them. One of the officials, here's your running order. We've not made a lap yet, so 17, 11, 4, and 5 as we go back and look at the mess over here in turn number 2. Well, we're going to take away and have a word with a couple of our sponsors. You're enjoying great racing action from Tri City Speedway. They start to move some of the cars around. That's it. We'll be back with you here in just a few moments with some more great action.
Authorized Auto Supply, your Parts Plus store in Wood River, is your one-stop headquarters for complete in-house machine shop service. That authorized expert machinists, Junior and Bob, tackle all of your machine shop needs. Co-owner Glenda says, co-owner Mark, along with John, can handle your auto supply needs and answer your most difficult automotive questions. In business at the same location since 1945, they can handle your parts needs for industrial, trucks, as well as auto parts and accessories. They also mix paint to match the most difficult colors. Authorized Auto Supply, 87 East Ferguson, Wood River, 254-4378.
Hi, I'm Barb Davis, president of Phone Masters Limited. Phone Masters is the leader in voice and data products in Southern Illinois. We are a 5-star distributor for Ameritech. We offer a full range of products including Ameritech Centrex, data circuits, and ISDN. Phone Masters is a certified North Star dealer, but we service all brands of phone systems. All of our technicians are union craftsmen. For all your communication needs, call Phone Masters Limited at 1-800-246-9404.
I have cable to get TV 57 for the local sports, channel 18 for the University of Illinois. I also have DirecTV now from Denny's Satellite. That gives me up to 13 NFL games every Sunday during the regular season, very small fee. Denny's also sells the Dish Satellite with the new web TV. Find out all about that. You can get a system installed from Denny's if you got your own or whether you buy it from him, business or home. 259-2710, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to noon. Denny's Satellite, up to 25 movie channels, Airline Drive, Rosewood Heights. Why should you take your auto body work to Freer Auto Body, 4512 Albee and Godfrey? Let's count the reasons. Freer Auto Body has been voted the best body shop in the River Bend for the last 4 years in a row. Freer Auto Body is ICAR and ASE certified. Freer Auto Body provides a lifetime warranty on all body repairs. Freer Auto Body features a baked-on paint booth. Freer Auto Body has state-of-the-art equipment. Freer Auto Body operates an 18,000 square feet of workspace. Freer Auto Body provides a free rental car. 4512 Albee Godfrey, David and Tim Freer, owners of Freer Auto Body, says, let us doctor your dents.
Jones going to try to run it without a left door on that car, so apparently the damage not as heavy.
All right, Rick L. Stevenson Sr. being towed off by RDA. We're about to go racing again as they come off a turn 4. Johnson and Wyman on that front row leading into the line. Johnson jumps out there in the top spot into turn 1 with Wyman. Norden right on the back bumper. Off a 2 down the back straightaway. It's still the 17J of Johnson as we got a couple of cars tangled up over here in turn number 2. Mel Booter and Winslow bringing out the caution flag here in the Quaker State Modified feature event. Now we pick it back up in action again. They've already gotten the green down the back straightaway. It's still Johnson over Weinman doing battle with the number 4 of Norden at this point. Off the turn number 4 down the front straightaway. The whole field of cars makes it by cleanly. We work our way back up to the leaders. Still the 17J of Johnson. Now the 51 car is able to rejoin the field, but he's out in the grass, so no yellow coming out for that one yet as Johnson still hanging on off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. You're still your leader. Into turn number 3. Coming off the 4. Over the 74 of Hall collecting Stevens and the number 4 car. Tough break for these guys over here in turn number 4. Bringing out a caution flag. Flat tires on the 74 automobile. We get these guys started back up and we'll go back racing. Now a little bit of problem with the number 13 car as he sits down on the bottom. Now the number 20 car is joined in to see what's going on here. Now Gary Hall pulls away.
2 laps down.
With 2 downs, Johnson, Rigo, Weinman, Dresch. Oop, I'm sorry, it's Norden in the 4 car. It's Johnson, Dresch, and Weinman. Now your top 3. Quaker State Modified feature action. Into turn 3 and 4. It's still the 17J of Johnson hanging on to lead another lap, this time by Joe Dresch. Runs the number 2 spot as now he starts to pull in on the back bumper of Johnson down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Now he pulls right up on the back bumper coming off of turn number 4. Oh, contact made. Johnson spins as Dresch goes around. Tough break. As we got an extra spectator right here in our lens, so the 17J car of Johnson spinning out onto the front straightaway. All right, we're going to go green. It's still Dresch and Weinman in your top 2, with Rigo in the 3rd spot. The green flag flies again. It's Joe Dresch, the number 5 car over Wes Weinman. Open them up about a 2-car length lead as they go into turn number 3. Coming off of turn 4, it's still Dresch, with Weinman and Rigo in the 2nd and the 3rd. And your point leader, Rick L. Stevenson Jr., sneaking into the number 4 spot. Off of 2 and down the back straightaway, we pick our leaders up as they head into turn 3 and the 4. It's still the number 5 of Joe Dresch. Putting another lap in the record book. Wes Weinman runs in 2nd with the number 4, Bob Rigo, still hanging on for the 3rd spot. Now Rigo up to challenge the 11W of Wes Weinman as Rigo starting to get a challenge from the 74 of Rick L. Stevenson. Now Gary Hall in to make this a 5-way battle. Tim Barrett trying to work his way up to the rest of the leaders, runs in the 6th spot. Back up front to your leader, it's still Joe Dresch over Wes Weinman and Bobby Rigo. We watch the rest of the field come off at turn number 4. Yeah, we're going to pick our leaders back up over in turn 3. It's still Joe Dresch over Weinman and Rigo. Now the 74 of Stevenson. And the 77 of Stevenson and 74 of Hall. Just kind of getting together a little bit there in 3 just a moment ago. And Joe Dresch with Wes Weinman right on the back bumper of him. Bobby Rigo runs in 3rd. It's still Rick L. Stevenson Jr. running in a 4th spot, trying to find a way to get to the front. Through turns 1 and 2, it's still the number 5 of Joe Dresch, followed by Wes Weinman. Bobby Rigo over Stevenson. Now we got the yellow flag flying again. We've got 11 laps down. It looks like that one's going to bring a close to it as the time limit is run out. Tonight's feature winner, unofficially, is the number 5 of Joe Dresch as he brings the car down the front straightaway on his way to victory lane. Joe Dresch, Revive Racing Lubricants, Authorized Auto Supply, and Wick Racing Products, just some of the sponsors on the number 5 machine, Joe Dresch. He's pulling and making his way down to victory lane. Town Club. Gary. All right, the number 5 of Joe Dresch sits in victory lane and waiting to get the picture and trophy taken. Joe Dresch climbs from the car. A great run. The number 5 of Joe Dresch, speaking to one of the photographers here.
Pat Ryan, Airline Amico, 220 East Airline Drive, East Alton, does any and all mechanical work. Whether you need an oil change, tune-up, brake job, shocks and brakes, in fact, Pat Ryan's Airline Amico performs any kind of automotive work. They also sell tires, batteries, and whether you need engine work, transmission repair, or exhaust work, stop by Pat Ryan's Airline Amico, 220 East Airline Drive at the corner of Airline and Center in East Alton, Illinois. Don Mitchell, owner and operator of Ace Printing at 615 East Airline Drive in East Alton, has been handling the area's most demanding printing needs since 1947. For personal, commercial, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, bulletins, invitations, weddings, photocopying service, or business forms, each job is given personal attention. Ace Printing has been doing printing jobs on time and right the first time for over 50 years. Call on Ace Printing at 259-2711, 615 East Airline Drive, Rosewood Heights, East Alton. Vicki Diepenbrock, Owner event coordinator of Bethauto Party World Bethauto has all kinds of items to enhance your weddings, anniversaries, birthday, showers, novelties, table decor, and affordable hall decorating. There's sports balloons, including NASCAR and WCW. In fact, Bethauto Party World offers balloons for any occasion. Birthdays, over the hill, cake decorating supplies, baby showers, weddings, seasonal celebrations. See Bethauto Party World, 401 West Bethauto Drive, Route 140 Bethauto, open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, Saturday, 10 to 4. We specialize in customer service. Peking Express Restaurant in Alton for 16 years now offers evening buffet as well as lunch buffet featuring the finest in Oriental food from lo mein to almond chicken, auspicious chicken, garlic chicken, sweet and sour, beef broccoli, orange beef spice, lemon chicken, crab rangoon, egg rolls, plus much more. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, check out Gay's Tip Pan Show, a very special way of cooking and serving exotic Oriental food for our most exciting dining experience. Peking Express, open 7 days a week next to Target, close to Alton Square.
All right, Pepsi Generation Next Chargers just got the green flag. The 4W Williams leads them through turns 1 and 2. Now Benson and Whitehead up to challenging for the top spot. Benson comes out on top, coming off the lead lap number 1. The yellow flag flies right on lap number 1. Benson and Whitehead. 4W car. I'm not sure where he got lost in the pack. There he is. But it's Whitehead and Benson leading him down the back straightaway into turn number 3 in hopes of grabbing that green flag as they come off of turn number 4. Dave Wolf with the flag in the hand. And it flies, and it's Benson to the line first with Whitehead on the outside into turn number 1. Through turns 1 and 2, everybody looking good. Still Benson holding a slim lead over the Whitehead going into turn number 3 with Whitehead working the high side and Benson on the bottom. Oh, we got a car upside down, end over and barrel rolling there in turn number 3 and 4. A tough break for these guys. Looks like Matheny upside down along with the 4W of Williams. A hard roll and tumble for these two guys. Williams stopped there on the bottom of the speedway making sure everyone's all right. 78 car Matheny lies upside down. 4W Williams lands on all 4 tires and wheels. So everybody, as you just heard out of the incredible George Depper, everybody okay. All right, as we pick it back up, we're about to go green again. Benson jumps off the early lead, headed down into turn number 1. Whitehead right on the back bumper. He turns 1 and 2. It's still Robbie Benson over Whitehead. Now that orange car that won the heat race starting to move his way. Oh, and they spin into the tires in turn number 4. That slows the action once again. We've not seen the yellow come out yet. Now the yellow flag flies. That orange number 1 car stopped down in turn number 4, bringing out a caution flag. Benson still your leader. Now he'll pick up and rejoin the tail of the field. Now we pick it back up in turn number 3 as we come off again in hopes of restarting this one. Dave Wolf with the flag in hand and throws it, and it's still Benson. Gets a good jump on the 72 of Whitehead into turn 1. Off a 2 down the back straightaway. Now it's Whitehead putting the move on, go for the lead as they head into turn 3 and 4. Side by side as they come out on the front straightaway, and it's too close to call from here. It might have been Whitehead by half a bumper. And they're still side by side through turns 1 and 2 out onto the back straightaway. A great battle for the lead as it's Benson trying to jump out on top, even a little bit in the corner. Coming back out on the front straightaway, it's still the 72 of Whitehead over Benson as they go into turn 1. Still great side-by-side action here in the Pepsi Generation Next Chargers. Now it's Whitehead pulling out by about a half a car going into 3. Benson pulls back alongside, but coming off of 4, it's still going to be the 72 of Whitehead, your leader. Now he tries to move the car up, but Benson battles back on the high side. Can't do anything with him off of 2 and down the back straightaway. We check in on the rest of the field. Now we pick our leaders back up on turn 4. It's still Whitehead over Benson. I'm not even got a name on the next 2 cars, but off the 2, it's still Whitehead. Benson. His top 2 as he hits the brakes a little bit to get around that tire in turn 4. Into turn number 1, it's still the 72 of Whitehead. Oh, starting to open up. Whoa. 56 of Pierce spinning down here in turn number 4. Number 1 car with the left front tire down, pulling away. Now we've got the 25 car. Now we're going to pick the action back up all before the green flag flies, and it's still Whitehead over Benson. Going into turn number 1, Whitehead's car still working good as he, little contact there between, into the tires hard. The number 95 car into the tire barrier in turn number 2. Don't see a caution flag yet as we're still racing. He must be off the racing surface just enough. Well, now the yellow flag flies, so bringing a halt to the action one more time. And we're back, and it's Whitehead still your leader with Benson in the second spot. Not sure the number on the car in the third spot, but it's Rainey in the fourth spot trying to work his way to the front. All right, coming off of turn number 4, it's still going to be Whitehead hanging on to that lead. Over Robbie Benson by about a car and a half going into turn number 2. All the 2 down the back straightaway. Now he opens that lead up by about 5 or 6 car lengths. Back off of turn number 4. It's still the 72 of Whitehead. Benson runs in the second spot. The blue and silver car hanging on to the third. Now coming off of turn number 4 as he all over the throttles. He comes off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. A little smoke still pouring from the 72 of Whitehead as he manages his way through turns 2 and down the back straightaway into 3. Next time by, the white flag is in the air for Whitehead. One more time around. This young man picking up another victory here in the Pepsi Generation Next Chargers. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. It's still all Bill Whitehead looking for feature win number 4. Coming off of turn number 3, he gets the win. Benson in the second spot. The 76 car in the third spot, and Rainey finishes up in 4th. Oh, I'm sorry. Williams somehow managed to make it into the 4th spot. Now we join Whitehead in victory lane. Going to carry that checkered flag. All right, we'll wait and see if he gets done with this carrying the checkered flag and see if he jumps up on top of the car again. It's kind of been a routine so far this season, so as he carries the checkered flag down the front straightaway, backwards. Picking up, I think, his 4th feature win. Ooh, and now he ramps it off to the turn number 4. Bringing the car into victory lane. We'll see if he gets out and does his typical dance on the roof. A little hard on equipment, but it could be fun. All right. It's Whitehead. Now, looks like maybe. There we go. Right up to the top of the car. His typical victory dance for the 72 of Bill Whitehead.
Bill Whitehead, number 3 in points coming into tonight's competition, has one
puts on his hat. Picking up another feature win here in the Pepsi Generation Next Chargers, the 72 of Bill Whitehead.
Bill Whitehead, a 27-year-old carpet cleaning specialist out of St. Louis, Missouri. It's his rookie year of racing. Bill.
A Storage and Self-Service Storage, a place for everything.
Second with Hopkins in third. Now it's about to be 3 wide, coming off of turn 4 with Johnson moving up to that third spot. Lenhart all the way up from that last starting spot, moving up to that. Oh, a hard hit in turn number 2 as Kaminsky, Hopkins, Johnson, and Voss all involved in a 4-car accident over in turn number 2, bringing out the first caution of this event.
John, the 45 car pulls out okay. Kaminsky 16 car looks like it's okay. And we'll check the other 2 at this point.
Boy, Steve Johnson took a hard shot to that left front of that car. And I don't know, we can't see from here the shape the 76 car of Kim Hopkins is in, but
the viewers can see better than we can, I'm sure, right now as Dan comes in tight on it.
all right, I'll tell you what, I think we're going to break away until they get this thing cleaned up. We'll be back with you with some more great racing action from right here at Tri City Speedway.
Airline Auto Diagnostic Service is a family-run business. Gary Shepard, Bo Hester, Debbie Shepard, and crew invite you to come by and check them out. They're there for tune-up, alignment, brake job, or maintenance. Not only can they fix your current problems your car is having, but they can also help you prevent serious problems in the future with their expert maintenance and diagnostic service. You can trust your vehicle to Airline Auto Diagnostics Incorporated, 500 East Airline Drive, Rosewood Heights. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12, 259-2886. Record Breaker Sports Card Collectibles, 204A West MacArthur on Route 140 in Cottage Hills, offers a wide variety of sports and non-sports collectibles, including cards and collectibles of local stars such as McGuire, Drew, and Tatis. There's baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards, as well as a full line of wax packs and supplies. While Record Breakers examine his full line of Beanie Babies, current and retired, see the wall of collectible Hot Wheels. Owner Michael Davis invites you to stop by Record Breaker Sports Card Collectibles, located at 204A West MacArthur on Route 140, Cottage Hills, in front of Batters Up. Community Title and Escrow Incorporated, the local title company, is a full-service title and insurance company. Full-time offices in 7 communities in the Metro East, including Alton and Bethalto. Community Title and Escrow Incorporated is locally owned and operated, providing insured closings at all 7 offices or your office by request. Quick, friendly service. Competitive rates are reasons why you should contact Community Title and Escrow, 112 West Homer Parkway in Alton, or 343 West Bethalto Drive in Bethalto, newest location, 116 West Pearl, Jerseyville. Kevcor Construction Escrow Services Incorporated, providing professional disbursement of funds during construction projects of all types, can be used by residential construction, subdivision site development, rehab, remodeling, home improvement, commercial construction, and apartment development. Kevcor Construction Escrow Services Incorporated offers a unique service concept to anyone with new construction or remodeling projects. Kevcor works closely with the homeowner, lender, general contractor, and the agent from the first groundbreaking to the finished product. Contact Kevin Heligos at 467-6370 or stop by 112 West Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Well, we wanted to come in here for a moment, let you watch a little bit of the Busch Series over at Tri City Speedway in Godfrey, Illinois. The number 7 car there you see is that of Bub Smith, who drove with some of the best from the Midwest. Let's pick up Don McElroy's call here while they take a few moments to clean up the mess from the accident you saw moments ago. So let's go to Don McElroy.
Webb still hangs on to the number 2 spot. Kosiski now in the 3rd, still hangs on to 3rd, and Ray Gus Jr. in 4th. Terry Neal in the 5th spot. This is the last 43 laps. It's still Dave Boley getting around Jay Johnson down the front chute. Into turn number 1, we've only got 5 more rounds to go. That battle for that 2nd and 3rd spot still pretty heated between Gary Webb and Joe Kosiski. Your leader, Steve Boley, lap number 46. Webb now pulls away from Kosiski just a little bit. Ray Gus still runs in 4th. Terry Neal still hanging on to the 5th spot. Your leader was still a straightaway lead. Come by the flag stand with 45 laps in the record book. 5 more rounds to go. Webb in 2nd, Kosiski 3rd, Gus in 4th. Neal hanging into the 5th spot. Steve Boley just weaving and needling, threading his way through all this lap traffic. Continues to be the dominant man here at Tri City Speedway tonight. Last time he won here was in 1996. Looking for another feature event here in the Busch Touring Series. Now getting around the 2/8 of Hamill down in turn number 3 and 4. Coming by this time by to pick up lap number 47. Gary Webb hangs on. Now Joe Kosiski drops to the bottom to challenge Webb for the second spot in turn number 2. All right, we're checking out your leader, Steve Bowley. We got a great battle for the second spot in turn number 3. Now turn number 4. It's Gary Webb and Joe Kosiski side by side as they come back to the line. We've only got 2 more times around. It's Webb hanging on. Kosiski drops to the bottom. Webb hanging on to the high side. Nose to tail as they head down the back straightaway. But this time by, coming off of turn number 4 with the white flag in the flagman's hand, Steve Bowley. One more trip around. The real battle right now is for the second spot of Webb and Kosiski. Webb jumps back out on top of the head down in turn number 1. Kosiski on the bottom, Webb on the high side. Your leader heading into turn number 3. Going to pick up the win tonight here, the number 26. Steve Bowley, your winner tonight, Busch All-Star Late Model event. Coming off of turn number 4, second spot goes to Gary Webb.
Okay, we thank you, Don McElroy. That's the Busch Series Special Racing at Tri-City. Back to the regular card now from Tri City Speedway.
1 lap down, 7 to go in Mountain Dew Street Stock Heat Race number 2. Rick Gabriel, your leader. Ed Linhart in the second, in the 27 car in third, 45 in the Boss in the 4th spot. 3 of these 4 guys will go on to tonight's feature event. Right now, it looks like it's Gabriel, Linhart, and Boss. Going to make the final transfer. It's still the 69 of Rick Gabriel. Here comes Linhart swinging wide to see if he can work his way around the high side. Shuts it down early, drops to the bottom. See if he can put a move on him up at 2. Nothing doing there as Gabriel closes the door. Now Linhart back to the high side. Now he drops to the bottom. Gabriel opens the door for him, allows Linhart to just motor on by. The 94 of Ed Linhart, your new leader. Gabriel tries to close back in off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. 69 car has a serious push in turn 4 again. Allowing Linhart to pull off just a little bit more. We're halfway home here in Bowers Towing, or I'm sorry, Mountain Dew Street Stock Heat Race number 2. It's still the 94 of Ed Linhart. He comes off at turn number 4, completing lap number 5. 69 of Gabriel in second. The final transfer spot goes to 45 of Boss. We go back over to the leaders coming off at turn number 4. It's still Linhart. Gabriel. Linhart sets the car and heads through turns 1 and 2 cleanly. Down the back straightaway with a quite sizable lead. Coming off at turn number 4. The white flag flies for the 94 of Ed Linhart. Going by the lap car of 27 of turn 1. Gabriel in the second spot into turn 3. Now coming off at turn number 4. Heat race number 2 winner, the 94 of Ed Linhart. Rick Gabriel winds up in the second spot. The number 45 of Boss going to round out the top 3 going into the night's main event. There's only 3 cars out of each heat race transfer into the night's feature event.
Don, the flagman tonight, who is this?
Busch.
So he's with the Busch Series.
The All-Star
He travels
Series.
whenever they run, but he flags all the races at the track that night.
More than likely, yes, sir. I don't have a name on the gentleman,
That's
but
all right, but I'm trying to point out that this is a traveling flagman, I guess.
this could have a little havoc on some of these guys because I noticed he's starting them different than what we normally do on a regular night, so I'm not sure.
Not saying anything wrong with it, it's just different.
Correct.
Just like American League umpires and the National League umpires. Sometimes they have a tendency to call things differently as far as the strike zone is concerned.
Well,
Bill, what do we have here?
All right, looks like we're lining up heat race number 3 here for the Mountain Dew Street Stock. On the front row pole, the number 9 of Max Kirkendall. On the outside of him, the number 3, probably driven tonight by Jim Laughlin. On the second row pole, Terry Michael Bolin, the number 82 car. On the outside of him, the number 88 of Scott Drew. Howard in the number 97. And the lucky number 13 out there on the outside of the third row. And in the back row, all by himself, the number 57 of Randy Hanks. Apparently, I think they've got the top 10 cars locked in for tonight's event. And 3 out of each of the heat race are going to go into the feature event.
Okay. Now, as you look out there, you see Wade Glover's car, but he may not be in it, huh?
I think Wade Glover's come out with a new car, or at least we've seen a new car that he won a heat race in last night over at 67 Raceway. So I think Jim Laughlin now picks this ride up, as I believe he and Wade have been partnered up in cars for the last 3 years.
They're really coming slow out of turn 4.
They sure are. Now the green flag flies.
They don't see it.
Well, they're so used to starting the old way. And it's Mad Max Kirkendall, the early leader here in Mountain Dew Street Stock heat race number 3. Still Kirkendall. Laughlin runs in the second spot. Drew in the third. Hanks and Terry Michael Bolin. Now it's 3 wide going into turn 1 as Hanks comes out the victor there. The 82 and 88 car have a little bit of contact. Nothing, no harm there. Hanks all the way up to the third spot from his last starting spot, all the way on that back row by himself. The number 9 of Mad Max Kirkendall way out front. Now it's Hanks putting the move on Laughlin as coming off of turn number 2 to take away the second spot. Off of turn 4 and by the flag stand. 3 down. It's Mad Max Kirkendall, Randy Hanks, Jim Laughlin, the top 3. Laughlin in that third and final transfer spot as it's Terry Michael Bolin trying to work his way around. See if he can find a way to get in there. Nothing doing that time by as he loses a little ground down the back straightaway. The front straightaway, I'm sorry. We're at the halfway mark, and it's still all number 9 of Mad Max Kirkendall. Randy Hanks runs in that second spot. Laughlin hangs on to the third. Bolin drops down and see if he can close in on the back bumper of Laughlin as they come off at turn number 2. Closes the gap just a little bit. 6 down. Laughlin hangs on down the front straightaway. Bolin closes in again off of turn 2 as we take a look at our leader. Coming off of turn number 4 for the white flag, it's the number 9 of Mad Max Kirkendall. Randy Hanks in second. Laughlin hanging on to the third spot. Off of 2, cleanly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Mountain Dew Street Stock heat race winner number 3 is Mad Max Kirkendall. Randy Hanks in second. Here's the battle for the third and final. It's going to be Laughlin hanging on over Bolin. Bolin, the number 13, the 97 and 88, will be putting him on the trailer early tonight. There's only 3 of these guys going into the main event tonight. There is no consolation from what we've been told, so trying to speed the show along quite a bit tonight.
Because of the NASCAR,
the Busch Late model.
Busch Late cars being here. Don, do we want to thank somebody for this facility tonight? Where we're at?
Oh, yeah, we better do that. Bruce, we want to say thank you from Hertz Equipment Rental. Brian McCormick and his boss, Bruce, from Hertz Equipment for providing this great scissor lift.
We high in the sky.
We're high in the sky, that's for sure.
We love it.
Way up above the speedway and the racing fans, so it helps a whole lot.
Where the modifieds already. Yeah, it's wonderful up here, and they really got her going for it.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful evening for some great racing. The track looks great. Bill Dillon, he's done a great job on the track again this week.
Bill's special. He outstanding.
Well, I don't know. Old Bill, he's a good guy. He's been around for a long time.
Is he going to drive the car tonight?
Well, I don't know. I don't think so. But
Looks like it's parked for the night.
Sure does. All right, we're getting set to go for Quaker State Modified Heat Race number 1. On the front row pole, the number 13 car. On the outside, the youngster, the number 11 of Kyle Steffen. Second row pole, the 51S of Bob Stanton. On the outside of him, the number 35. Next row, the yellow and red number, I can't see it from here.
They're coming a lot harder than out of turn 4 here.
They are. 15 and 38F. As it's Steffen jumps out to the lead here in lap number 1 of the Quaker State Modified. Whoa. 16 years old. Looking for heat race win number 2 here in Tri City Speedway.
He's it on the track, doesn't he? Look at that.
As he starts to pull away now, Bob Stanton out of Godfrey, Illinois, moves up into the second spot, hoping to chase that number 11 car down.
Bob's coming on.
It's still Steffen Stanton, the number 15, runs in the third spot. Coming off of turn 2, we got a good battle going now for the second spot. Oh, the 38S car. Spinning butt carries on. No yellow flag going to come out on that one. Steffen's butt right here. The battle for second is still standing the number 15 car. Now the 15 car jumps out cleanly into the second spot. Someone standing to the third. Your leader coming across. We're halfway home. It's Kyle Steffen. The number 15 car is in the second spot, standing in third. Your leader going into turn number 3 is still the number 11 of Kyle Steffen. The number 15 car starting to close the gap just a little bit as he goes into turn 1 and 2. He's got 5 down. 3 laps to go. We're going to get a battle for the lead before this one winds up. It's still Steffen. The 15 car gets in on the back bumper as he goes into turn 1. Nothing doing that time by. He heads into turn number 3. Going to have one more lap to go. Coming off the 4, you're still your leader, Kyle Steffen. The 15 car right on the back bumper as they go into turn 1. Now right up to the back bumper, trying to pull alongside down the back straightaway. Steffen holds him off as he throws the car. And, a little bit of contact made on the left rear quarter, but didn't dampen him. He's going to pick up the win. It's still Steffen, the number 15. And Bob Stanton rounding out your top 3 here in Mountain Dew. Quaker State Modified heat race number 1.
John, that was a wonderful battle. Bob Stanton did a terrific job as well. Kyle Steffen keeps it on the track. 16 years old. He just drives around that circle, and he doesn't have a problem once.
Not a problem for that youngster, but from what I do understand, he's logged quite a few miles in NASCAR legend cars, go-karts.
Yeah. Bob Stanton, that's, I think, a marvelous performance for him, too.
It's a good run for Bob. He and the Max Tool Special.
They gave us a terrific race.
They most certainly did. Looking forward to more great action here coming up next in heat race number 2 for the Quaker State Modified.
The Jack Schmidt family is proud to announce an all-new addition to its family. Weighing in with increased inventory and long service, this Schmidt Federico Chrysler Plymouth Dodge, 1533 East Edwardsville Road in Wood River. General Manager John Guthrie and his staff assures you can buy now with confidence from the family of the East Side's #1 car dealer. They stand behind the best warranty protection in the area. Stop by Schmidt's Federico Chrysler Plymouth Dodge, 1533 East Edwardsville Road in Wood River, 0.8 of a mile west of the end of I-255. Metro Sports proudly admits it makes fitness fun. Metro Sports at 2300 Henry and Alton is the area's largest family fitness center. Metro Sports Center specializes in fitness programming for children, young adults, and seniors. Metro Sports confides competitors may imitate, but they cannot duplicate our 44,000 square feet of facilities, equipment, and programming. Metro Sports also is a home of championship teams in swimming, dance, and more. Stop by today and find out why Metro Sports has so much to offer. 2300 Henry and Alton, or call 462-1066. Quality Pontiac, in its 40th year of business in Alton, still provides the same award-winning 5-star service and high customer satisfying treatment. Quality Pontiac offers factory-trained technicians, complete body repair facilities, and new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as sales and leasing. Family-owned, Greg and Daryl Stevenson invite you to come in and see their big new Pontiac inventory and quality-inspected pre-owned vehicles. Check out Quality Pontiac, Homer Adams Parkway in Alton, the award-winning Quality Pontiac. B&H Speed and Custom Auto Parts and Machine Shop, 126 South Prairie Street in Bethalto, is your headquarters for high-performance parts, accessories, and auto parts. For rebuilt carburetors, distributors to engines, stock or custom, it's B&H in Bethalto. Gary and his crew specialize in block cleaning, block boring, blueprint, and balance work, crankshaft grinding, complete cylinder head service, flywheel grinding, and engine rebuilding, stock or custom. It's B&H Speed and Machine Shop for high-performance accessories and engine parts at 126 South Prairie Street, Bethalto.
Now, the first caution in this event. The 77 of Terry King going to rejoin in the back of the pack.
He's from over there around our transmitter, isn't he?
He's from Granite. Or, I'm sorry, Godfrey. I'm sorry.
Godfrey, yeah. It looked like he was having a little trouble earlier, too, with the car.
Yeah, he did.
High a couple times.
Car looks pretty loose on him. Oh, this Sherman in the third spot, and up front, that beautiful blue and yellow number 2 car.
Boy, Dave does a tremendous job, doesn't he, Wolf? Bang, bang, we're ready to go again.
Yeah, we're about set to go again as we come off a turn 4. We should be racing again. With 2 down, 6 more laps to go here in Quaker State Modified, heat race number 2. All right. Coming off a turn 4, the green flag flies. Number 2 hanging on to the lead. Whoa, the 77 almost messing up here on the front straightaway. Recovers and back to racing we go. And then your leader with just 2 down, completing lap number 3 is still the number 2 with number 20 in the second spot. 94S runs in third, 24 in the fourth spot.
It's handling awful loose, isn't it, something?
Oh my, this is going to hurt. The 77 car of Terry King turned around backwards here in turn number 1, having heavy contact with that white tire there around the pole, guarding them from getting into that telephone pole as he entered turn number 1.
We just said he's having an awful lot of steering problems.
Yeah, looks like he was fighting the car pretty bad, so this may put a halt to that for the night, as the services of RDA Towing and Recovery are on the move. And we'll be back with you with some more heat race action from Tri City Speedway.
Superior Products Company Incorporated manufactures automotive and industrial cleaning products sold at selected retail outlets in the Riverbend area, distributed throughout the country, and at 125 West Airline Drive near 9th Street. Coverall is the miracle tire dressing when applied to your vehicle's tires. Make them look like new. Green All Professional Strength All-Purpose Cleaner is terrific. Superior Glass Cleaner is a non-street cleaner. Slick Finish Wax is easy on, easy off. Why are these products so fantastic? They're produced for professionals but available to you on a retail basis. Superior Products, East Alton. Dawn's Place at Stanley Road on Route 140 in College Hills is proud of its extensive breakfast menu. Dawn's Place offers several luncheon specials below $5. There's also appetizers and salads. It's Dawn's Place in College Hills for a wide menu selection of chicken, Italian entrees, seafood, specialty sandwiches, and regular burgers made from 100% ground chuck. From Dawn's Broiler, there's country ham to porterhouse, side orders, beverages, to desserts. Dawn's Place is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stanley Road and Route 140 in College Hills. Carry out available. See you at Dawn's Place tonight. Hip Day Spa Salon 140, located at number 3 Airport Plaza, Bethalto, announces Body by Hip. Janice Johnson, LPN for 18 years, offers one-on-one personal support and encouragement throughout your program, which includes nutritional guidance, activity fitness plan, weekly weigh-in, no medication, no prepackaged foods, no starvation plan. Body by Hip believes people who keep weight off do it with moderation, consistency, and enjoyment. Not with deprivation of dieting. Call HIP at 377-6086. This program designed to meet your own individual weight loss needs. Jim and Mary inform us Wood River Auto Sales Incorporated is a family-owned business. Established in 1988, at Wood River Auto Sales there are no auction cars. In fact, most cars are low mileage, one owner, and priced from $1,000 to $20,000. These are extra sharp vehicles, great condition and priced to move. Wood River Auto Sales is who to contact for our completely hassle-free consignment, whether it's a truck, car, motorcycle, or ATV. Credit Union Business Welcome, 1850 Bond Road, Wesley Drive, or Route 111, Wood River, across from Walmart.
Sherman in the 94S runs in its third and final transfer spot, I believe. And we might take 4 out of these, so still the number 2 and 20 having a great battle for the front. Now the 20 car tries to move around the outside, down the back straightaway into turn 3. Pulls up to about the door. See if he's got enough to pull him off at turn number 4. Too close to call. They go by the start-finish line that time. Now the 20 car seems to pull out the lead as he gets down the back straightaway. By about 3 car lengths going into 3. Off of turn 4, your leader still the number 22 in the second spot. 24 in the third. Now it's the number 20 car taking over the top spot. He heads into 3, coming off of turn 4 this time by. The white flag is in the air, so one more time around for these guys. Looking for a heat race win here in the Quaker State Modified. Now into 3, coming off of turn 4. Your heat race winner is going to be the number 20 car. Beautiful yellow and orange. The number 2 car in second, 24 and 94F. Your top 4. Leon Price, the number 16, rounding out the top 5. Here in Quaker State Modified action, number 2. Coming up next is going to be another heat race of the Quaker State Modified. For heat race number 2 time, Mountain Dew Straight Stocks on tap first. Your starting lineup on the front row pole, the number 4C is Jeff Parnell. The 14 of Rick Canoyer on the outside. The 98 of Gary Wheels Walker, second row pole. On the outside, the number 99 of Milo Deckert. Third row pole, the 18 of Pat Chalmers. On the outside of him, the number 70 of Andy Mellentine. Fourth row pole, the number 12 of Wade Glover. On the outside of him, the 46 of Bob Williams. Fifth row pole, the number 67 of B.J. Seats. On the outside of him, your point leader, the 59 of Josh Carroll. Chad Naylor and Ed Linhart in the 6th row. Kirkendall and Sterling in the 7th row. Gabriel and Hanks in the 8th row. The 66 and 45 of Boston in the 9th row with the number 3 of Laughlin bringing up the tail. 20 laps of Mountain Dew Straight Stocks coming off the floor. The green flag flies. And it's Canoyer and Cornell side by side as they go into turn number 1. Now Gary Wheels Walker under the 4C is Milo Deckert off the back straightaway. Gets back on, but loses a whole lot of ground. It's Rick Canoyer, your leader. Gary Wheels Walker in the 2nd spot. Parnell in the 3rd. Chalmers in the 4th spot, and Mellentine in number 5. Here later, 2 down. Still, Rick Canoyer in the number 14. Gary Wheels Walker, a great battle for 3rd as this Chalmers gets by Parnell and takes the 3rd spot away from him. Now Mellentine sneaks by as they come off on the front straightaway. Rick Canoyer starting to open up quite a lead here with 3 laps down in the Mountain Dew Straight Stocks feature event. Gary Wheels Walker hangs on to the 2nd spot. Mellentine and Chalmers are side by side. Now we got a 3-way battle for the 6th spot going into turn number 3 and 4. It's Carroll getting the best reaction to come down the front straightaway. Moving him up. He and B.J. Seats have come back from the 5th row. Trying to catch her leader, the 14 of Rick Canoyer. Gary Wheels Walker in 2nd. Pat Chalmers in 3rd, and then Mellentine in 4th. B.J. Seats in 5th. Josh Carroll up to the 6th spot. Wade Glover in 7th. Deckard trying to get around him, take over that 7th spot away from the 12 of Wade Glover. Way out front all by himself, the 14 of Rick Canoyer. Gary Wheels Walker in 2nd. Pat Chalmers in 3rd. Mellentine in 4th. B.J. Seats closing in on the 70 of Mellentine as they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Carroll right on the back bumper of these two. Carroll moves in. B.J. sets it over to turn 4. A great battle here for that. Now it's the 70 of Mellentine taking over the 3rd spot from the 18 of Chalmers. B.J. Seats trying to do the same as they go into turn number 3.